Hey Gateway parents, I wanted to hop on here and give you guys a little bit of a 1-year update. Yes, it has already been a year. I cannot believe it. Being up here for a year has been incredible. Gateway is such an amazing church. As you guys know, Gateway students is like family already. I can't believe how close we've already become in this last year with so many of our students, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. Speaking of just some of the things that I want to celebrate our small group leaders and our hospitality volunteers. Man, our teams are incredible on a Wednesday night. They make everything happen. Our small group volunteers, if you haven't met your student small group volunteer, please stay after service for a little bit, or maybe hop out of the car when you drop your students off and introduce yourself, because those are the people that are really spending the time and the investment week in and week out. The hours of prayer that they're putting in to your students and to their spiritual development is amazing. Small group leaders, you guys are my heroes in student ministry through and through. I cannot express how much gratitude I have for you, and I cannot wait to see what God does through you guys in this next year. Our hospitality volunteers is a team of people that make everything happen behind the scenes. When we serve food, they're the ones that are making sure that your kid gets fed. They're getting them checked in. They're helping keeping them safe on a Wednesday night. They're getting everything set up. And hospitality volunteers, none of this would be possible without you. And I love this team so much because they held it down in the middle of COVID and in the middle of not meeting in person. They really held the student ministry together, and I cannot be more grateful for them. So I wanted to celebrate another couple of things. Speaking of spiritual development of your students, we have seen so many students get baptized over the last year, and man, it's been so cool to jump in the tank with students baptizing their friends. It's so cool to see our students like actually living out the mission of Jesus, which is to go into all the world and preach the good news, preach the gospel, preach the hope, love, peace, and joy found in Jesus to all people. And man, their friends are coming here, their friends are having an encounter with Jesus, and they're saying, I want to get baptized by my friend, and I am all about it. This last summer, we had 3 Go teams go out, and I thought that was really cool that we were able to do that. We had a team go to LA. Many of our North students were involved in LA teams, so I got to know some of them really well. And then we had a Dominican Republic team, and then we also had a team right here in Austin working with a refugee community. And it was just so cool to see students use their skills and use their giftings and discover things that they didn't even know about themselves until the pressures applied in a missions trip setting, a Go team setting. And I love seeing that. I also want to celebrate that summer camp was a huge hit. It was not just safe and not just a lot of fun, but we also saw so many awesome moments with small group leaders and their kids having these moments with the Holy Spirit of seeing students' lives get transformed and changed, and seeing a fire spark within them that hadn't been lit in a very long time. And so I am so excited going forward into this next year because we have a lot of really cool things planned. So, speaking of all of that, we have, first and foremost, in January, the same week that we would normally do winter camp, we are actually going to be doing something different this year, and it's called YOUTHCON. Now, YOUTHCON is a 2-day event, and if you guys haven't signed your student up yet, or if you want more information, check some emails. Aaron's been sending out some emails with details and registration links and all of that stuff, so check that out and be sure to ask any questions if you have any about getting your student involved with YOUTHCON. It's a chance for your student to have kind of like a restart, a reset moment in the middle of their school year to start the year off right and strong. We have a guest speaker. His name is Thomas Lee. He's an incredible father and husband and pastor. He's also a really close friend of mine, and I know that he is bringing a really encouraging and inspiring word for your students. We'll have worship here at North Campus, and man, I can't wait. This is my favorite part of the weekend. We are actually taking the students to Kalahari Resort, which is America's biggest water park, and we're gonna spend the afternoon there having a lot of fun and then coming back here for another service. So that's just a brief overview. Of course, there's more details, and you can find all of that in the emails that have been sent about YOUTHCON. If you have any questions at all, please send me an email. All right, for the sake of being brief, I want to give you guys just a short vision statement for this next year. I believe that we are on the brink of seeing God doing some amazing things here, not just at Gateway Church as a whole, but at Gateway students specifically. Our students are hungry for authenticity. They're hungry for something real. They want to know what is true and what isn't, what's real and what's not. And I believe that they can encounter the truth here at Gateway Students on a Wednesday night. It is my greatest joy and my greatest honor to pastor this generation. Even to see the students here on a Wednesday night in person is just, oh man, it just gets me so fired up because I see a generation with potential. And we at Gateway Students, we really embody the no perfect people allowed, the come as you are statements that you hear all the time at Gateway. And we bring in all sorts of people from the faith spectrum. Wherever they're at, they are welcomed here. We have students from every orientation possible, every family situation, every faith background represented here at Gateway Students, but yet they keep on coming back because they believe that they're encountering Jesus here. Now, we're building something new. I know that there's been a little bit of instability, and I'm sorry that things have not been consistent in the past, but let me tell you, this is a new season of Gateway Students. If you haven't gotten back involved since the pandemic, I want to invite your students to come out and check out a Wednesday night. Come and sit with us on a Sunday morning. Get involved. Take the first step and get your students involved. And let me tell you, this is one of the most important moments in your students' lives. Not just to create memories and fun and all of that, we do that really well, but also this is a very impacting time in their spiritual journey. The choices that you guys can make as a family now can have long-term effects in the spiritual well-being of your students for the future. And I want to partner with you during this season because I believe that together we can see a whole generation turn to Jesus, having their lives changed, having their hearts restored, and finding healing, but also finding hope in the middle of a world that all it does is speak desperation and despair and that everything's falling apart. Well, I believe that we have the solution, and the solution is Jesus, and the solution is what this generation wants and needs. So I invite you to come and be a part of Gateway Students if you haven't been involved. If you are involved currently, I invite you to still keep coming back. Keep bringing your kids, keep asking all the questions, sending all the emails. I love to see it. I love to see that you guys care so passionately for your students because I care so passionately and I really believe in them. So thank you guys for your time. I know I said that it would be brief, but it's really not. But I'm a youth pastor. We can't be brief ever. So I would love to hang out with you guys soon. I am always down for a cup of coffee or anything like that. But you guys have a wonderful weekend. Happy 1 year of Gateway Students being different. We'll talk to y'all later.